Alright, welcome back for episode 2, excuse me, turn 6. I can English. So we did win here. Well, they had Kooni. Uh, they're not bad, but they're not great either. They cause unrest, they have more strength than turmoil. They're a unit that I can summon. They used to be a flat recruitable in the early age, but I can summon them now. Again, I didn't take turmoil, so they at least are not really a good option here. Having said that, ooh, more gold. That's always good. So yeah, my income is doing all right. Okay, if I could get past them, I'd be fine. Because Zots I can take. Zots I'm not worried about in the slightest. Long dead horsemen, light infantries, and militias there. What I might do, he's gonna hold position here this turn. Because he's still got some troops, some good troops. Yeah, these are still those undisciplined ones, so I don't have any useful local recruitment. Go ahead and jam all these troops together and try again. There. Getting a couple of those for nature summons and whatnot. Gonna get one of those, and I am going to get a Kappa Chieftain. 7 just so I can shell out more of those. And I think next turn I'm going to start producing Kappas instead. Because I want to get into this water here. At least the nearby water. Because securing my borders is kind of a big deal to me. Relay is over there. I want to get some of the nearby water before it becomes an issue. Let's put it that way. And I'd like to get these islands. But yeah, nothing I can do here except wait for those troops. Because that, yeah, 40. This army can't take 40. This army can't take 40 because it's 25 of those units. But it can help significantly between its berserking troops and the just general extra bodies to throw. Getting through here means getting through there, and that will be easy to deal with. This is going to be a spot for a fort. Just plain and simple going to be a fort. Again, it's a mainland access point, and as such, one of the quickest ways other people can reach my capital. Like the next closest, like that's 2 away. The next closest is 3 away, so I got a bit more leeway over here. Though I will want a fort there too, full disclosure. But yeah, that's all she wrote in terms of this turn. So I'll go ahead and pause the in between. I figured I'd just do one of that real quick, so that way we see what people think of it. They like it, they hate it, and we know where to go from there. So yeah, I'll see you guys next turn. And we're back. So it's the next year. Katis, Timu the Lizard King. I feel like Katis already had one, meaning they must have lost a prophet. So there we go. The much larger numbers were just the ticket to drive off the Jaguar tribe there. Also, something I probably should have mentioned, but some of you may have noticed. This game, unlike the last one, is in Thrones of Ascension mode. And I do have it set where you need to own and have claimed every single throne to win. So it's basically a conquer-all situation, just with a little bit more leeway. Okay, so with that, we did take some attrition, but we can move to these Lion Tribe pretty quickly. Alright, so I have... Okay, that was the best possible situation, because that's what I was really looking for by recruiting those. Is nature 2, so I can at least get nature boosters and start doing some of the nature summoning when I have the gems, because like Karasu Tengu, while I don't have the cross path now because I didn't give my god nature, and the whatever they are don't have air, I can at least do these. The Bakaneko, Tengu villages, Okami. Tengu villages isn't actually a bad idea. I might cast that right now if I can. Wait, what was the gem requirement on it? Tengu village 5. Okay, I have 10, so I can actually go ahead and do that right now. So Locate Tengu Village is a spell, I'm pretty sure added by Dominion's Enhanced, because it's not the type of spell that's just there. We'll see if this works. It might not, but we're going to hope it does. And then just crap out a bunch of them, because why not? We can do that. We are Japan. I really should be trying to take that too. Like, I'm not really looking around, unfortunately, when I'm doing this stuff, which is why, like, I'm not really noticing, like, you know, this is a swamp. It's got low income. Like, all these provinces, like, that was 14 bucks I make now for having this. Also, because of the early mage spam that I've been doing, I kinda haven't been getting any province defense, which is dangerous. Especially since I did take a bit of misfortune. Not as dangerous as it could be. But still dangerous. So I'm gonna go. I'm only going to go like 20 or 30. Not even, apparently. I'm just gonna go 15 there because income is still very much an issue for me. Primarily because, again, a lot of these places are all low income, low income, low income, low income. So that hurts. And unfortunately, I'm going to need to get, like, out there. Like, there's that next to me, which I really should have been going for already. And will be when that Bakemono General comes out. Next turn is going to be Kappa Spam. I keep forgetting that I'm doing that, even though it's the same recording session and not that many turns. But yeah, so how is my research going? Okay, we'll have a level 5 in a bit, which means I can have one of these guys cast the spell that lets me get the really nice archers. So yeah, we'll go ahead and hit the next turn button and see if either of these expansions pan out. And we're back. Looks like this is going to, like, rapidly speed up what's going on. So Vanarus and Uruk have profits. Cast Locate Tengu Village, so that got cast. Okay, this was successful, which is good, because there was no guarantee of that. And this was successful, which is a very pleasant surprise, given how badly mauled the Bakemono army was by the last group. I was concerned about that, but we're going to have the Bakemono move on. How much does a fort cost? 600. It's a bit pricey. Ooh, 2 singing zones, so that's 4 air and 2 earth gems from this place, which isn't bad. I say isn't bad, it's actually quite good. Okay, so basically, since I cast yeah, a lot of the Dominion enhanced spells that create sites and whatnot do stuff like this. Oh, both of them are nature too, so yeah, since she did that, we're going to go ahead and just have her enter that site to be summoning Karasu Tengu, like my god does naturally sometimes. Supposedly. Because it says he does. He has a chance of summoning one of our monsters per month when it is in friendly Dominion. Well, that's about as friendly as my Dominion gets, and he hasn't done anything in a while, so... Alright, now though, we are going to start popping Kappas. This is expensive. That is going to be like all of my gold, which hurts. Okay, stone circles. Okay, that's good. So this was a good spot. Not just because income. Oh, and it looks like what's left of that group routed again. So I'll have to rally them. Not that it matters, since he has to turn back anyway. Next turn I might recruit some more Bakemono shows for him to pick up here, but yeah, so this is a decent army for the commander dude when he finishes. We will have Conjuration 5 next month, which is good. And we have enough leftovers that will also get Construction 1. Not that Construction 1 matters at all. Like, Create Flaming Missiles is neat, but not good. Primarily because it only affects 3 people at a time. Alteration has a much better version of that, though it's at a higher alteration level. Now, like, there's a lot of weird things that you can do in construction, especially if you have earth, which we do. But the main reason you get construction is always for these evens, for the forging of better items. Level 4 is where you get the first set of boosters, which is probably all I can make, at least for a bit. Because I need to find a way to get a nature 4 native is the problem. Because the first booster, I think, I might need 3 native. I could be wrong, but like the first booster you can make at 2 in it. It's called a Thistle Mace, and it gives Nature Magic +1. So if you have a Thistle Mace, now they're Nature 3, and they can do some of that stuff. But I think the next booster you need to be either level 4 or 5 to craft, which is a bit of a problem when you're stuck at whatever. But we've got our 1 expansion, our 1 guy heading back, and we'll see how this goes next time. And we're back. I feel like this is going to be a lot more jarring because I'm not good at transitions, as you might have noticed. But it is cutting down on time significantly. So we actually had enough research to get the first 2 construction, which is not bad. Relay. Yep, Victory in the Other Mountain. Camazotz are good. They have a chance to have blood. I guess the neutral ones are not as good as the Shibalban ones, but Zots are nothing to write home about. Like, even my Bakemono can take it. There was no concern there. Oh boy. Been sightings of some activity at the ancient tomb. Locust swarms, that's not good. Oh yeah, so since one of the things that it adds as well, though, is a friendly civilization. Organizing, if the native recruitment of an area is in line with your civilization, basically, raising province defense there is cheaper. That is something that this does. Okay, so there's an ancient tomb here, which is what's going on. Since something flat out is there, we're immediately going to jump that up to 30. It hurts. I don't really have the money to do much this turn. There's more of those Cynophalians. These guys are crazy. Okay. I am going to go deal with those Zots, I think is what I'm going to do. On the mainland, because that's the one I feel confident in my ability to take. Everyone else, not so much. more to the point, though. We got a ton of Kappas. We got a Kappa boss. We have too many Kappas, actually. I probably should have seen that coming. We're just going to divide them in two so they don't rout as quickly. This is a small enough force that it's probably not a big deal. Like, I don't think we'll run into anything that's that bad. And we're going to send him here because the whole goal for him is to get into the water. He could probably take both of those, but I like my odds against the Miros a bit better. At least to start with. So that's how I'm going to do it with him. Now with Kinmitsu here, you get all these boys. We're going to set these boys there. They're going to be on fire and keep distance with no real target. These boys are going to form a line in front of them because their entire point of existing, really, is just to keep troops off the archers. Granted, these archers are good enough that if that's what happens, that's what happens. They don't care. Ooh, these are... So these are the same as these are Karasu Tengu versus Konoha Tengu. So that same proc, it looks like. Yeah, same protection. Higher attack and defense skill. Better precision. They're a bit faster as well. So these guys seem to just be overall a bit better than Konoha Tengu. Except they have 1 point lower magic resistance. Which is good to know. But other than that, they seem to be functionally the same. Oh, and no, their lightning does the same. Yeah, which isn't bad. The fact that a level 2 Earth Mage can enter, and those are free units, is nice. So we're going to send this army here. I think they can take it. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not. I have no gold, which is unfortunate, because I burned it all on province defense. So I'm just going to get a couple archers this turn. Because I don't have anyone to go investigate that story event. And that's one of the ones where if you don't, there's a very good chance that it's just going to end poorly. We'll just leave it that way. Okay, so I could get Great Olms here, which is neat. And they're neutral sacreds, which is neat, because as Shinuyama, I don't know if I actually made a point of covering that, but at the very least in terms of recruitable units, you have no sacreds whatsoever. However, one of the other things is you have no capital only either. So there's a bit of give and take there. Like on the one hand, you don't have sacreds, which can be absurdly good, but you also don't have any things that are limited recruitment, really. Especially for you, seeing as the Bakemono shows can be recruited just about anywhere. Anywhere there's highlands or mountains. But yeah, I need to take these places because those high income would really help right about now. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you and I'm actually going to sneak you out. Yeah. And we'll have you check that area out. So yeah, maybe one expansion this turn, unfortunately. But hopefully we'll be able to keep it up after that. We'll find out next turn on Dominions 5. And we're back. Alright. So yeah, we did win here with some casualties, but that's not really a surprise. Let's see how it went. So is this far enough? Yes, okay, they can fire from there. That's good. I wish they'd pick the heavy infantries to shoot at, but it's fine. Oh man, he's gonna bleed to death in a round or two anyway. Yeah, a lot of these people are already getting afflictions. I think the affliction chance is affected just by how much as a percentage of their health they take. I could be wrong about that, but okay, so we're starting to see some casualties. Okay, so there's this light infantry. Light infantry do typically get javelins, which hurt. These are good militia, actually. They've got the full set. Helmets, shields, armor. So their proc is still low, but they have a helmet. So they won't just get shot in the face and die, unlike my guys. Yeah, their head protection is 0. Now, the Yari's length is slightly longer than even the militia spears, which gives them a bit of a bonus for repelling. So yeah, because the downside when you don't have supremely accurate archers firing into your own melee is you will take some friendly fire arrows. Unfortunate, but that's life. So yeah, that went quite well. We can probably just keep moving there. That's not good. Let's go ahead and bump you up to 30 defense. 30 should be fine, I hope. I forgot to pick up the troops that were back there when he was heading home. Whoops. Alright, now, Tokimasa, take your kappas under the sea. I mean, why are there so many of these guys? I've never seen them before, and now they're just everywhere. Alright, you're gonna deal with the Zot situation. Begone, Zots. We are going to get some more recruitment going out in the provinces. And that's going to burn through all my gold again. But we did at least get another sorcerer recruiting, which is especially important because right now I don't have what I need to really protect them. I'm going to get a couple points of evocation, a bunch of points of alteration, because given just the setup of my mages, which is many paths, none of them very high. I shouldn't say that. Death 3 is fairly high. But, actually, you can summon a Pandatara, and I have enough, so that's definitely something we're going to do right now. It is going to hit my research a bit, but it's still enough to get us to Construction 4, which is important, relatively speaking. Yeah, so we're up to 4 Karasu Tengu, which is nice. Because they are, yeah, they're like Konoha Tengu, except a bit better. So having that for free because Takako is just entering a site. The thing too is you can go around and cast that in multiple places. So I might want just anywhere with a lab will do. So I might actually want to do that just in a bit. So yeah, we've got 3 potential expansions going on this turn. We'll see how that works next turn. Alright, we're back. So, the Summoning Pandatara was cast. Abi, we won against that, which is good. We lost some of them, but that's fine. They're expendable. Against Horse Tribe, too, it's probably for the best. Though they did do a lot of work, in fairness. They got more kills than the good archers. White Lake, Kappa's cleaned house with the Miros. Go ahead and watch this. So yeah, as you can see, the Kappa Chieftain has picked a squad to be behind. One of the things about water is there's very few ranged units that are also amphibian. Late Age Atlantis has some, but that's really about it. So underwater expansion is almost always a slap down melee brawl between whoever. And Kappas have 2 attacks a turn, so they are cranking out just a ton of hits per turn. And yeah, so we took a couple, got afflictions. However, Kappas recuperate. So they'll be fine. They'll just recover. As long as I don't move them this turn for the ones that have a limp or are crippled. Oh god, he can't. There's no saving him. I don't know why he's diseased, but he is. And then, yep, our troops coming out to deal with the Kamazots. Well, the Zots, we did that. And then in the Nether, we found some water gems. Okay, so now we do have a province on the mainland, in addition to owning this entire set of caves. So that feels pretty good. Having taken these 2 provinces, our income is up a fair bit. Now, if we want to, we could recruit Miro, as well as Miro Druids, which are water and earth. And there are Miro with armor, which isn't bad. Honestly. They're no Kappas, mind, but they'll do in a pinch. With that in mind, though, we're just gonna... Oh. Burgmeisters, which are basically hobbits. It's the short version of what they are. But yeah, so we have this area. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and go to this deep sea. I want to at least wall off my sea area from Relay. What are we looking at here? Bakemono shows. Yeah, we can take that. No questions, no concern. No questions, comments, or concerns there. There's actually nothing else going on there either. It's just a extra back territory from here. That said, I think it's time I start plopping down forts. Okay, so you have that. So this is the Ipondatara. Okay, they somewhat resemble a forge bellows, having one thick trunk-like leg and a single saucer-like eye. I always thought they look, if they're what I think they are, I thought they look more like umbrellas, but... So they're immune to, they need not eat, they're just kind of there. They don't really do anything. Like, if you'll notice, he's got leadership and magic leadership 40, so he can command things, but not well. His hammer is decent. But the main thing that he's here for is because he exists, I can start cranking out these guys. And you best believe I'm going to do everything I can to crank out a bunch of those guys. Because these guys are basically these guys on steroids. So I want a lot. I want them, and I want a lot of them. So yeah, we're just going to take a minute to pick all that back up and send him over there to pick up his new troops. You were very successful. Come home. We'll give you some of the old new troops. What else can you summon? Could summon Oni, but I don't really need you to. I don't really have any enemies to deal with. I could summon a Yuki Onna or some Kuro Oni, but there's no real need. Let's summon a Kuro Oni, Yuki Onna, excuse me, just to see what they are, because I think pretty sure they're another new one. And we do have the spare cash this turn. So I am going to go ahead and start slapping down a fort down here. It'll take a bit, unfortunately, but it's fine. There's nothing much to speak of down there, unfortunately, but And of course, we are still getting Karasu Tengus from her doing that. So there is that. Yeah, this is turn 11. So it's about the same number of turns. I guess I'm not spending too much time on the in-between turns. That or I'm talking more. Not sure which. So that's going to do it for this episode. Let me know in the comments which you preferred more. The me talking an awful lot and pausing pausing between turns, or just leaving the in-between turns. Because, I mean, I don't think a lot happens between turns, so I think I'm probably going to keep that. Unless people ask me to, not. I have the feeling this has a well of pestilence or something. Oh yeah, my scout. I need to move him before I end the episode, or I'll forget. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will see you guys next episode for turn 12. Bye-bye.